Welcome guys. In this video, I share with you a step-by-step guide on how I became a holistic psychotherapist, and stay tuned to the end because I will share with you a technique to increase your focus and inner peace. So do stay tuned till the end. I'm Karen, a holistic psychotherapist in private practice. I'm also a certified clinical aromatherapist, Ayurvedic instructor, as well as yoga instructor. And I bring you videos on holistic well-being so that you can live your most optimal life. So what is holistic psychotherapy? A holistic psychotherapist sees you as a multi-dimensional being. That is a person that has a physical body, that has emotions, has a psychology, as well as a social being and a spiritual being. And so we see you as a whole person. We're interested not only in your body chemistry, but in your thoughts, your feelings and behaviors. We're interested in the relationships that you have. We're interested in growing your self-awareness, your intuition, and your beliefs, as well your consciousness. And we're also interested in balancing out your energy field and interested in your spiritual journey. Particularly in my practice, I blend Eastern philosophies with Western philosophies. And so I blend cognitive behavioral therapies with Ayurveda, aromatherapy, yoga, and meditation. So the approach that a holistic psychotherapist uses is a biopsychosocial spiritual approach or perspective, as opposed to medical doctors here in the West that use a bio perspective, which means that they focus on your body chemistry that's what they focus on. There were many pivotal events in my life that led me to consider being a holistic minded practitioner, and in particular, the one that comes to mind right now is that I burnt out early on in my career as a therapist. For about a period of 9 to 10 months, I just couldn't work. I couldn't function. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I couldn't organize my thoughts. I was shaking all the time. I had insomnia. I really wasn't well. And so I've devoted my life and career to developing this holistic approach. And here is what I did. Here is how I got to become a holistic psychotherapist. First and foremost, I got an education. I got a very rigorous and thorough education. I did a Bachelor's of Science degree in psychology at McGill University, which is one of the 7 Ivy League schools across the world. And so my education was really rigorous, and I got really well educated in the science of psychology. It gave me a really great understanding of human behavior, human motivation, personality, as well as physiology. And then I thought I wanted to run groups, and so after my Bachelor's of Science, I did a graduate degree in leadership skills, or how to be an effective leader. And that was all while I made a decision to go to graduate school. And so I got accepted in 2 programs, a doctorate of psychology program, as well as a master's of social work program. And I really went deep inside myself at this time to look into what it is that I really wanted to do. What was it that I wanted to bring forth into the world, and what was my long-term vision? And I really saw myself seeing clients one-on-one in an office. I've always wanted to be a therapist in an office as opposed to being a researcher in a lab. And so I decided to do the Master's of Science in Social Work over the doctoral program because I was more interested in clinical practice than in research. And at this time, when I was making my decision, I got the best advice from my advisor at the time, my college advisor. And he said to me, "There's more than one route to get to where you want to go." This advice was really sound, and it really was the advice I needed to hear at the time, because it allowed me to open up the opportunities to get to my dream, which is to be a therapist in office, a holistic psychotherapist, in a way that might not be the road most traveled, but that was okay, that I could create my own route or a different route to get to where I was going. So I really became excited about this prospect of doing the Master's of Social Work and then continuing on in my journey and figuring out what I needed along the way to build my skills as a holistic psychotherapist. After my master's, I began working full-time and also doing a postgraduate degree in couples and family therapy. this was an excellent program. I learned so many skills, but I did leave before graduating from the program so that I could move to the United States and begin working right away as a therapist. I was in Canada at the time, and you can't go from graduating from your master's degree to therapy work one-on-one right away. You have to do many years of service work before you can become a therapist. And I knew that my goal was to become a therapist right away. It was my calling. And so I made the big move of moving to the United States, where you can, straight out of school, become a therapist one-on-one. And that's what I did. And although it was risky, I knew that if I had a dream, and I really had a dream, and I really wanted to pursue that was the route that was best for me. During this time too, my health began failing, and I went through burnout, as I've mentioned a little while ago. And so for a period of 9 months, I could not work. And so I began my journey to heal myself holistically so that I can come back to my dream of becoming a holistic psychotherapist. So the first thing that I did was I became a yoga instructor. So I utilized yoga as a self-care tool to heal myself from burnout. And I learned so much about myself, so much about holistic well-being through the yoga journey. And it really opened up so many doors that I didn't even know existed. And I learned so many things that I didn't learn in school. So I became really passionate about really honing in this holistic way of life via yoga and other practices. Another practice that I did that I was really interested in was aromatherapy. And so I went to aromatherapy school and really found out about essential oils and got the certification of certified clinical aromatherapist, which means that I can prescribe essential oils for healing or for particular imbalances. After that, I went to Ayurveda school. So Ayurveda is the oldest medical system in the world, and it seeks to balance us out using nature, looking at nature, reattuning our bodies to nature's patterns, using diet and herbs and all natural practices. So it's a 5,000-year-old medical system that is profound, that is complete, and that is really, really wise, full of wisdom in there. And so I did that schooling through the Chopra Center University. So the steps I took to become a holistic psychotherapist is I got a very rigorous base education at the bachelor's level and master's level. And then I honed my skills based on what I was interested in, which was yoga, Ayurveda, and aromatherapy. I've carved out my own path to becoming a holistic psychotherapist, and I'm very successful. And I believe that you can do that too. Just first get a good education and then build on those by taking classes and certifications in areas that interest you, as long as it involves seeing a person as a whole with a body, a mind, and a spirit. And remember, there's more than one route to get to where you want to go. First, find out where you want to go, and then just take the necessary steps to get you there. And know that even if one door closes, thousands of others open up, or the possibility of others open up. If you like videos on holistic well-being, please consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the like button down below. And if you'd like to learn how to increase focus and inner peace in under 1 minute using the warrior breath technique, please hit the link down in the description box below and you'll receive the little handout. Thank you for watching. See you next time.